4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Right. Apparently, it looks like at least he wasn't any type of broken bones or anything. So I know Daboll, when the media was talking to him today, of course they asked him about that, but he was on the sideline, but he had some kind of a cast on, I think, on his one leg. But nothing was broken. That's what Daboll said. He said he was going to wind up talking to the to the doctors or whatever, I guess after he got done talking with the media. And apparently he might have a little bit more on Micah, I guess maybe tomorrow. But thankfully, at least nothing's been broken. That was anything been, ripped or tore. I'll have to wind up waiting and see. But I guess it could have been a little bit worse with Micah. But, I mean, that was, first quarter? It's like, and one of the things they did talk about was that as soon as Muasau went in there, right, Daniels went picked right on him. So it goes to show you how important Micah McFadden is. And that doesn't mean that if Micah McFadden was in there, he wouldn't have given up a touchdown pass. It certainly doesn't mean that. But it just goes to show you, as soon as Micah gets carted off the field, Jaden Daniels is like, "Where's 53? Oh, there you go. How you doing, bro?" He probably could, dude, we're coming right at you, bro. We're throwing a pass, right? Good luck. Good luck. God bless you. Muasau, is good at filling in, but I mean, he's a backup, so going to be interesting to see what the Giants do, because let's not forget, we got Flat, who played, we're going to talk about him a little later in our program about how many snaps he had on. But Banks only played like 11 snaps, 12 snaps, something like that. Didn't play a lot. So we got Belton, who's a backup, but Flott, and we got McFadden. These three guys are on contract years this year. So it'll be interesting to see what the Giants try to do, especially trying to maybe re-sign Mr. McFadden. Right? Do we re-sign him and maybe try to get somebody else in the draft if when a Caracay's contract runs up? We'll have to wait and see. Can you imagine the Giants being a good NFL offense with Dart? Oh, yeah. Sure. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the nice thing with Scadaboo, I like Tracy too. Tracy, but with Scadaboo can throw the ball, right? He's a good wide receiver. He'll block. I mean, you've seen that one, he wasn't in there for many carries. He wasn't in there for many plays, but he can run the ball. Could you imagine if we actually gave him a hole? Right? Imagine if he only had to take on one guy or something like that. I mean, if we got a hole, got somebody blocking here and somebody blocking there, and Scadaboo gets a little bit of a crease or something, maybe he has to take on one guy on head or something like that. And if he takes one guy on head, and then he gets into the open space. I mean, I'll take Scadaboo one-on-one with a lot of guys. Let me tell you what, especially if it's like a cornerback or something like that. I mean, I'll take Scadaboo. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, so you look at it like that with, hopefully if Dart's the real thing, Scadaboo, we got a lot of young guys, but we got to get this offensive line damn thing figured out. Says the Giants avoid the worst with Micah McFadden injury after the quarter number 1. McFadden was undergoing further testing Monday on his leg and foot before a recovery timeline could be established. If McFadden is going to be week to week, he could land on injury reserve for a minimum of 4 weeks. He said, "I think he thought when he was out there laying on the ground that he broke his leg," head coach Brian Daboll said. "I know he didn't do that, but he's getting some other things looked at." And the Giants turned to Darius Muasau, the 2024 draft, was a 6th-round pick from last year. He played 38 snaps in place of McFadden. But unfortunately, on Muasau's second play off the bench, Jaden Daniels targeted him in coverage for a 7-yard touchdown pass to Zach Ertz. Man, seeing Micah go down was bad. Brian Burns said that's a tough loss. People don't know how valuable he is to this defense. He flies under the radar a lot. Oh, yeah, but Micah is a baller. Just hope his injury isn't too serious. So, I mean, it could have been worse. He might have to miss some time, but, of course, any series is serious, but at least it wasn't like his knee. Because you don't, a knee could be the ACL, could be all kinds of things, So if it's just his ankle or something like that, and if it's nothing's broken, hopefully it's not that bad. Wayne Train Gallman, remember him? Huh? Yeah. Let's see, Scatterboo block. Well, that will help. We go. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, because if whoever that guy was coming off the edge, if he just ran over Scatterboo, we're not completing that pass. Scatterboo stood that guy up, man. Oh yeah, Scatterboo. You don't take no crap, man. That's Now we'll benching Dart the way Scatterboo, but I wouldn't put Dart in if there's no hope for the playoff. Like Jameson start and keep developing the kid in practice. You're talking to him. Oh, okay. So I like Scatterboo. He's definitely. And it says here, the Giants did receive some positive news in the form of a negative X-ray on linebacker Micah McFadden's right ankle. So I said, you don't want any part of your body, obviously, getting injured, but said if it's a knee, it doesn't have to be a broken bone or something like that. I mean, the knee, you can, tear all kinds of stuff in that knee and your season could be over, right? But in the ankle, obviously there's stuff down there to tear, but it's not as bad as a knee. So hopefully if he hasn't broken anything, which apparently he hasn't, hopefully it might just be, maybe out for a few weeks, maybe, right? Because, I mean, this is, it's obviously it's a twofer, right? It's horrible for the Giants because they lost their starting linebacker and there's nobody, of equal value to play his position behind him. So that's a loss, obviously, for the Giants, but it's also a huge loss for him because even if the Giants don't want to re-sign him, somebody's going to want to re-sign him. It's a big year for him. Obviously, the 4th year, if it's a contract year, right? So he's going to want to put some good stuff out there on tape. Look at me, back-to-back 100 tackle, I mean, he's not Harry Carson, he's not Ray Lewis, he's not Lawrence Taylor, he's not that, but he's going to command some attention. That's for damn sure. So hopefully he'll be back soon. So we'll have to wait and see. But I was saying that if anything, Dable said he might have more on him apparently tomorrow because Dable doesn't give out. They don't like giving out anything as far as news or anything. I guess he won't give out much of anything, especially in preseason. But during the regular season, we have to come up with the injury list and all that stuff and everything. So, something's got to come out of Dable's mouth. I guess probably tomorrow, and we'll have a better understanding of what or maybe what a timeline might be for Micah McFadden. Because the Cowboys, the Commanders, the Chiefs, the Chargers, then we're playing the Eagles, 2 times in 3 weeks or whatever the heck it is. I mean, my goodness. I mean, holy crap. If we need all hands on deck, it's really in the first half of this season, let me tell you what. Yeah, I know. Yeah, McFadden, he's one of those unsung guys, obviously. All the attention goes, obviously to Holland, right? We just got him at Debo. We just got him, obviously Bernsey, Kayvon, Sexy Dexy, Carter, Karake. He doesn't get McFadden doesn't get a lot of attention. But tough guy.
Bye.